morning. Let's get started in easy pose today, Sukhasana. I'm going to sit on a blanket. If you have one that you'd like to sit on as well, go ahead and set that up. And I'm going to sit towards the front of it. What this does is tilt my pelvis forward just a little bit, and it helps relax my hips and my knees. So making the cross legs sit a little more comfortable. You're welcome to fold your blanket up as much as you'd like. Then here, close your eyes and wiggle through your seat. Try to spread your weight evenly all the way around your seat, equally on both sides. Then come to stillness. Inhale, lift your shoulders up by your ears. Exhale, roll them onto your back. Try not to arch your back here. Try not to puff out your chest. So sitting with a tall, neutral spine. Allow your arms to rest heavily, hanging off your shoulders as if there's weights tied to your elbows. Your palms can be down if you'd like a little more grounding this morning, or you can turn your palms up to help receive energy. Let's start this practice with 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time, but try to make this one a little bit longer than the first 2. So deep breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Good. Now come to a balanced breath. Try to count to 4 with your inhale and 4 with your exhale. Doesn't really matter how fast or how slow this 4 count is. If you feel like you need a little bit more calming this morning, a little bit more grounding, maybe your mind's already going a million miles an hour, maybe you're already a little stressed out. For any reason whatsoever, if you'd like to create more of a calming breath today, inhale for 4 and exhale for 5 or 6. So elongating your exhale can help calm your nervous system down. Go ahead and flutter your eyes open. And from here, inhale, stretch your arms overhead, turn your palms towards each other. When they get to the top, middle fingers reach up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders down your back. Good. So you're still sitting tall, neutral spine. One more inhale here. And exhale, bring your palms together and draw your hands down to your heart center. Relax those shoulders. Okay. Place your hands on your knees. With an inhale, reach your chest forward and up, arching your upper back. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Make sure you still have weight in your sits bones. You're not teetering forward onto your calves and shins. With your exhale, you're going to hold onto your knees, start to lean backwards, and create space between your shoulder blades by rounding your upper back. So you can let your head hang heavy, but try not to press your chin into your chest. Try to just let the weight of your head bow down. So these first 2 positions are your seated cow-cat, and let's try matching movement with your breath. So with your inhale, reach your heart forward and up, arching your back in cow. With your exhale, leaning back and rounding your back for cat. And then go here with your own breath, remembering your own 4 count. So the idea is to get some movement through your spine. Also start to warm up your shoulder joints, your hip joints, your elbows. It'll start to warm up the muscles in your back, your shoulder girdle, your core, your chest. Try to keep your lower body more relaxed here. So think about everything from the hips down, just resting really heavily. If you're squeezing your thighs or your glutes, try to relax them. Let's take one more round here. And then inhale, come back to neutral. And exhale, relax. Good. So from here, we're going to take a deeper fold forward. You're going to bring your hands to the floor in front of you and start to walk them towards the front of your mat. Push through your sits bones. Don't let your booty lift up. So maybe you just fold forward a little bit. That's okay. If you have more openness in your body and you want to go further, go for it. But it's more important to keep those sits bones down than it is for your forehead to touch the floor, for example. So it doesn't really matter how far you go. With your inhale, walk your hands back towards your body, lift your torso upright, and we're going to swap the legs around. And we're going to take that fold over one more time. Inhale here, exhale, start to walk your hands forward. This side might feel a little differently than the first side, that's all right. Find your own edge, find where it's comfortable. Maybe even finding a little bit of discomfort here. Maybe this is a strange sensation for you if you're not used to sitting with your legs crossed or bowing forward with your legs crossed, as long as there's no pain. With an inhale, walk your hands towards your body and come upright. And we're going to bring some more movement to your spine in a little bit different way this time. We're going to start by drawing circles. So we're going to start with little circles, reaching your chest forward, to the right, back, and to the left. I'm going to start to make your circles a little bit bigger. And then start to make your circles even bigger. See how big you can make them. See what your full range of motion is here, just starting off this morning. And the next time you come forward, go ahead and change direction, starting with those big circles. And then slowly making them smaller. And then finally coming back to center. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale here. Exhale, hands together and down to your heart. Good, so from here, interlace your fingers and you're going to press your palms away from you. Stay with a straight spine, so don't start to hunch here. Then inhale, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, twist to your right and bring your hands down towards the outside of your right thigh. Still sitting with a tall spine. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to the left. See if you can bring those hands to the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, back up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale up, and exhale over to the left. Inhale up, and this time start to arch your back, reach your heart towards the ceiling, reach your hands behind you, and exhale, release. Shake it out. Go ahead and move your blanket out of the way if you're using one, and we will come on to hands and knees. And from here, you're going to inhale, stretch your right foot straight back behind you. Press your ball of your foot into the floor. You want to lift up through the back of your kneecap. So your leg is nice and long. Make sure you're not sinking into your lower back here. Your belly's not reaching towards the floor. Navel's drawn towards your spine. Good. From here, inhale, lift your foot up off the floor. See if you can get your foot parallel with your hip. Make sure you don't start to lift your hip up. You want to keep your right hip in line with your left. But see if you can lift your heel up into that same plane. Take an inhale here. And with your exhale, you're going to turn your toes to the right and bend your knee. So think about a dog at a fire hydrant. Inhale, stretch your legs straight back, toes down. Exhale, come to your fire hydrant. Inhale, straight back. And exhale, fire hydrant. From here, try straightening your leg out. Lower your foot down. Good. Then from here, you're going to sit back into a child's pose with this right leg extended. Take 3 breaths here. With your 4th inhale, come back up and return to tabletop. And since I have a wall here, I will be turning around for the other side. So from here, I'm going to inhale, stretch my left leg back. I'm going to press through my toes, lift through the back of my knee. And then I'm going to use an inhale to lift my heel up in line with my hip. So again, making sure that left hip doesn't lift higher than the right. Keep pressing through your heel. Check in with that lower back, make sure it's not sinking towards the floor. Inhale here. Exhale to fire hydrant. Inhale. Exhale. To my popcorn hip. Inhale. Exhale. Try straightening out your leg. And lower it down. And sink your hips back, coming into that variation of child's pose. 3 breaths. With your 4th inhale, lift back up, come back to your tabletop. I'm going to spin back around. And this time, bring your knees together and your toes together and sit back towards your heels. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, reach your hands towards the floor. Exhale, start to bow forward, bringing your forehead down towards the mat. You can keep your hands by your low back, or you can stretch them up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths here. With your 4th inhale, slowly bring your hands back to your lower back, lift your torso upright, and release. Bump your hips to either side, swing your feet around. You're going to scoot forward on your mat so you have room to lay backwards. From here, stretch both legs long, point your toes, reach your arms overhead, stretch, and release. Start to bend into your right knee, bringing your thigh towards your belly. Interlace your fingers around your knee, shin, or thigh, whatever is accessible. Flex both feet so your toes are reaching up towards your knees. And with an exhale, start to draw your knee in towards your navel for a little compression in your lower right belly. Keep your shoulders relaxed on the floor. Relax your jaw. With an inhale, release your squeeze. Exhale, draw your knee towards your armpit so you're opening your hip a little bit. Keep flexing your feet. Keep your shoulders relaxed and breathe. Inhale, come back to center. You're going to keep this right knee bent. Open your right arm out in line with your shoulder. Use your left hand to guide your knee across your body to twist to the left. So you may need to tuck that left hip underneath the right to help keep your spine straight rather than curved when you rotate it. With your next inhale, roll back onto your back and stretch your right leg out. Let's go to the other side. Bend into your left knee. Interlace your fingers around whatever's accessible. Flex both feet. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your navel. Little compression in the lower left belly this time. Relax those shoulders. Inhale, release your squeeze, keep your knee bent. Exhale, draw your knee towards your armpit, opening your hip a little bit. With your inhale, bring your knee back to center, release your squeeze, keep your knee bent. Open your left arm out wide this time. Use your right hand to guide your knee across your body, twisting to the right with an exhale. Again, if you need to tuck your hip under, go for it. With your next inhale, roll back onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Reach your nose up towards your knees. Squeeze yourself into a little yogi ball. Maybe you rock from side to side here. And coming back to center. Lower your head down. Inhale, stretch your feet up towards the ceiling. Point and flex your toes. Draw circles with your ankles one way and the other. And slowly start to lower your feet back down to the mat. And take one more full body stretch here. Point your toes, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, release. Bring your arms down beside you. If you'd like to use that blanket as a pillow here, go ahead and set it up. We'll take a few moments of rest in Shavasana. I'll guide you through a brief tense and release exercise to help relax your body, your physical body. So breathe naturally. You can let go of your balanced breath. So any control that you may have been using to modify your breath, let that go. Bring your awareness down to your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Squeeze your feet, squeeze your toes. Then exhale, relax. Bring your awareness down to your calves, your shins. Squeeze your calves and relax. Bring your awareness to your thighs. Squeeze your thighs and your glutes and relax. Bring your awareness to your entire lower body, from your toes to your feet to your ankles, to your calves and shins, your knees, your thighs, all the way up to your glutes and your hips. Then inhale, squeeze them tightly. Try to tighten every single muscle in your lower body while relaxing your upper body. And release. Bring your awareness to your fingers and your hands. Squeeze them into fists. And relax. Bring your awareness to your forearms and your upper arms. Squeeze them. And release. And bring your awareness to your entire arms, from your fingertips to your hands, your wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms. Squeeze them as tight as you can and release. Bring your awareness to your abdomen and your chest. Inhale, squeeze them tight. And exhale, release. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulders up by your ears. And relax them down. Then bring your awareness to your face. Draw all of your facial features into your nose. So scrunching your eyes, your mouth, squeezing your entire face into that center point of your face. Then release. Now this time stretch out your face. Open your eyes wide, look up, open your mouth, stick out your tongue towards your chin. And release. Take the biggest breath in that you've taken all day. When you get to the top of your inhale, when you feel completely full, try to sip in just a tiny bit more air. With your exhale, sigh it all out. Take another breath in. Another breath out. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, ankles and wrists. Bring your knees to your chest and roll over to your side. Coming to the fetal position, take a moment here. And then press yourself upright. Try to keep your eyes closed. Returning to your Sukhasana or your easy pose. Sitting with a tall spine, inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together, draw your thumbs through your third eye and down to your heart. With your next inhale, lift the corners of your mouth and smile. Thank yourselves for coming out this morning, stepping on your mat, and spending a little extra time, energy, and love on you. Namaste.